I apologize for the noises around me. It's just, it's difficult to find a good, quiet place. After all, that was a good movie. Anyways, hello everyone, Dimensional Traveler here, and, well, I hope this microphone's working. I'm using my Insignia mic like I did that other time where I played my brainstorming music in the background, so I might appear to the side a bit, but with proper editing I can actually adjust the audio so that it's level, so I don't have to worry about that. However, quality, even though the hands-free mic is kind of easier to use, it doesn't really work that well, mainly because there's certain audio glitches or something like that that occur, especially when it's under my bandana, as it has been for over that amount of time since I got it and since I started using it for the channel. So other than that, let's get to the topic of this video. So I know I made that video a couple days back about the Golf with Friends introduction with my friend the Blackjack Ninja, who, and by the way, I'm sorry if this vibrates, it's on my lap again because it's a laptop, and it's like you agree with me. I'm getting jumbled up. Anyways, if you do hear noises to the side or something like that, that's my sister, so she's watching something. So just so you know, I always like to be honest when it comes to the surroundings, so you can understand what it is, and that I'm not really able to filter this stuff out. Plus, it's the audio quality. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically, when I played with my friend for that little announcement, I did mention that I was bringing up the, well, I'm not going to really show a picture type thing, because after all, that was one of the videos I had an issue with in the past that I just deleted, and finally found on my files the other day, and then deleted it as well. I'm going to be playing when the new update is out from theMeatly, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yes, I'm going to be playing it. Because the first chapter, I'm going to be playing it as a test, but also I'm going to be explaining a bit more about the plan. Because I know I put it in the description of the last video, which was the intention of that little collaboration video, and I was thinking I wouldn't mention it inside the video, but with that also in mind, the audio, I muted myself accidentally for the computer settings, because I was just trying to, this always happens, like, it happened to me twice, especially the last time, where I would try to mute my computer audio so it picks up on my Insignia audio only, but I don't really know how this works. So it could be the fact that the reason why my audio might be terrible is because it's mostly, well, that's not the point. But for sure, with that in mind, I'm going to be playing 1 through 4, and how is this going to work? Well, basically, I know I mentioned beforehand, and this is pretty much the theme of my channel so far, is that I'm going to be doing a kind of a rewind of the 100 videos on my channel, but for me, it's actually quite difficult to keep up with. And how is that? Well, as I said once or twice before on my channel, I used to play, or used to put a couple other videos, like 4 videos, so for the count when it shows the amount of videos I made, I decided I'm going to limit so that it's just 4 ahead. So what I'm saying is, what would be 100 for me, for my count, would be 96 for you all. And we're still 4 videos shy, and this one's going to be the 97th for me, but it's going to be, I don't know. All I know for sure is there's those 4 videos, so I'm having to use math. And what I'm also doing is I'm removing all the unlisted videos, such as like certain ones for other plans or events, especially that that annoying silent version of the solo survival series. So that's out of the way. Plus, it doesn't need to be there. I was thinking I would just go back and delete some older videos, but then I'm like, you know what? Don't need to do that. But what we're talking about, well, I do have a tendency or a bit of an issue where I do kind of keep going for longer than I should and try to find the point, but this time I'm kind of not focusing on the timer, which actually helps me think. So basically what's going to be happening is, yeah, I'm going to be playing those 4, but it means I'm going to have 4 extras. So what would appear to be not that much to you, even though it has to be 100 videos published, it's still going to be quite a lot. So at this point, even with this video up, it would mean 7 videos remain for it to go up. So that means I can still plan and put little other details in. But for that little thing I must mention, though, it is going to be difficult for me to, well, it's just difficult for me to think for now. Let's try focusing on another topic. But for sure, yes, I was thinking I'd just play all 4 chapters and basically put them for those remaining. But with this in mind, I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking. So I mean 3 out of the picture, but sorry, it's just difficult for me to think. And I know I can always edit through this, and I usually say I usually edit out when I say I can edit this because it doesn't need to be there. But for sure, I'm gonna be doing what I can to think positively about this. And let's just go on to stuff that I actually have planned for this video. So for this one, basically, I think it's So Edgy that I mentioned in that other video before. He's gotten in contact with me again, like I talked with him. So now Renegade and Shades and So Edgy are both going to be coming back to the channel pretty soon, depending on what themes or what type of topics we can think of for research purposes, like we did with that Funtime Foxy type of thing, or just like FNAF theories or whatever it was. But for sure, when Renegade and Shades talked with me that other time when I brought it up on the channel, he actually told me that he's not going to really be doing much toward the FNAF stuff. And to be honest, that's okay, because I wasn't really thinking of doing that much either. It's pretty much all done by other professionals in these theories and areas. But for sure, I will be, with that video that was like 2 or 3 videos ago, I think it was 3 now, there has been a bit of a glitch. How is that? Well, look at this picture right here. See anything odd? I know my eye's not really working that well toward thing, because like I said, I have like I said before on the channel, I have the issues with having to display myself so I can physically see myself. I can't just look at the camera and then be professional, because this is a laptop and it displays what I'm doing. But yeah, with this, as you may or may not see, there's a bit of an issue. Now look at the amount there. I will mention that this was like weeks or maybe about a month or 2 ago since, or maybe more. No, actually, it depends on when the video is released. But for sure, like after the first few days, look at the like amount. Now it reached 70, but it was like 12 views. That's not possible. So with that in mind, I also talked around with the team that I'm part of. Anyways, I talked with some of them about it, and I was able to actually see there are 3 options. Basically, with a lot of those options, I was thinking of doing this in the vlog, but then I decided, you know what, I might as well just cut it out and then just leave it as a regular explanatory vlog. And also, my thumbnails are not really getting that good, but that's why I also will say, and keep this in officially, that's why I like to make the thumbnails before the video, even though I could look for topics and that would make sense to highlight the video, but I'm not always good with that. I'm not good with thumbnails when it has to be like that. So maybe later on I might see about if I can get some friends' help for picking what should be for the thumbnails, because it doesn't always work out for me. But that's not the point of this video. What is the point of this video, Dimensional? You may be asking. Well, we're going to the point, and every time I try to highlight or do this, where I'm highlighting the point of the video or something, I just clutters up inside. I can't think. But for sure, with those 3 things, the 3 possibilities were the bots that would run with YouTube, because just another interesting fact, YouTube is run by like 300 people, while there's millions of videos coming out every day, so it's not going to be easy for them, so they have to use a bot system to do that. So the first theory that someone gave me, with the second one as well, was that the bots weren't keeping track of the views. Like, so there was a lot more likes, but the view count wasn't there. The second one was believing it could be, and this kind of would make sense in a way, would be that the bots liked the video. So now it's at 75, as you could tell from that picture, because it was actually not that long ago from when I started recording. I actually posted it, edited the picture so you could see little details of what it is, and also the bonus one above, because I'm pretty sure it can't go that small toward the length. I also decided I might as well show that when I released the following video about the Reality of Dreams 2, that was not because of me, that was because of the map. That's how it got so popular, because it's a topic and it's a trend that goes on, and people would follow the trends and not the content creators. So that's pretty much why I got that many views. But for sure, with the third one would be this one right here. I actually have it on my file, so I'm going to lean over so I can read it, so that I can make sure that I am on top of this. I did this with the Funtime Foxy explanatory video when I was reading it out. So this is what it should say right here. YouTube, the Google-owned video network, counts a view after a user has watched a video for around 30 seconds. Facebook, well, the Facebook one's not really important, but for sure, with that in mind, how could it work for every 30 seconds? That doesn't work, because some videos could go to about or below 30 seconds. So I know my friend was able to help me out with that, but I gotta disagree. I know my video is longer than 30 seconds for sure, but I don't really think it works that way. So I thought at the time maybe I could help out with that. I honestly, I really think for some YouTubers, like definitely for my channel, I don't want me to like if I just want to watch the video through my account, like my own video, I don't want YouTube to record that I've given it a view, because that feels like cheating it, even though that's not my intention at all. I rather view content creators not be able to view it when it's during their account. Just if they want to look back on it, or if they want to look it up, they won't add a view, even though it's been viewed by you. The content creator is different, and also that's why I rather watch it from the files on my computer itself of the completed work, so that I don't add false views of videos I've seen or made that I have seen. But for sure, there's a lot more toward what I'm saying here. Hopefully this video is not going to be cut back a lot like the other one was. But for sure, other than that, yes. With the videos in mind, that means because I have 4, well, private videos, that means I'm going to have to subtract 4 from the account of 100. So my account will have to be 104 in order for it to count. And the videos that were unlisted were removed. And I'm thinking, I might put a poll up for this. I'm not fully sure. I think I might make a separate channel so I can do unlisted stuff. So it's if it's for like map testing or something, and I'm not saying I have done much with those things, but if I did decide to do that, it's so that I could keep track of the count on my channel without having to mess up on time. So I might do another channel where it's completely privatized, so that it can just be like just something so I can put unlisted videos on if it's for this channel, like a link, or not. So that's one of the things I had in mind. But for sure, that's going to be pretty much it. And yeah, I'm going to be doing my best to get all this stuff sorted. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing much. I haven't been doing much for videos and that, but it's difficult. I'm working around it. Plus, I will admit that, well, it depends on the pictures and that, because it's more the editing and kind of cutting around, basically cutting around myself for putting myself into those views. So those edits are going to be quite tricky, because as you can tell from some of the thumbnails that I've made in the past, that would be through paint. They leave these little white rim of squares and that. So I'm going to see about how I can keep those original pictures as well, if I still have them, and be able to filter out the background so I can have a clear edit. That's kind of the issue. With Photoshop, it's quite difficult when it comes to some of the mechanics. It's easier for the color in that with paint, like where I put the big border and the text, where I could just put it like right up here and then have that, but I can't like rotate it or anything like that. There's a lot of mechanics I have to learn, and even though my sister's been doing stuff with Photoshop, I could ask her, but that would be it. Just for me having to use experience, it's quite difficult. So yeah, it's going to be way difficult, and I might need to start thinking about thumbnails. But the reason why I was saying about what I was thinking of that might actually come out as a question or possible work, I'm going to see if I can have someone help me out with the thumbnails for the Bendy and Ink Machine one, so that A, they're on point with the video, because some videos that have the thumbnails don't describe it and are just a mislead. So one of the things I like to do, and that's why it's so difficult for me to make thumbnails, because I don't like going random or anything, is to make the videos about, like basically make the thumbnails toward the video so it's on theme. So stuff like the why Twitter and certain stuff like that, like the Foxy coming back thumbnails, and my favorite where when it comes, I'm saying this now because I'm going to be doing just a highlight, like for the video of the highlights for the 100, I'm not going to say it, but the thumbnail that I drew on with the edits for the Demon Within, especially from the font I got to use in Paint, that out of my Minecraft, or just like my gaming type of videos, thumbnails, that's my favorite one. I'll actually bring it up right here. See, yeah, well, yeah, this right here. This is my favorite well, I'll do it from this side. This is my favorite thumbnail right here, people, because I got to draw a semi-truck. Like, I went through all the effort to look at what it was, do all this effort, and keep it on the right point, even though I had to go back to a Google search on that. I know this is kind of a history of how that thumbnail was made, but honestly, I don't care. I really like that thumbnail. Like, it was one of my favorite parts. So I ended up actually just like getting a semi-truck. I actually drew through paint onto that, like just drew every little detail I could, made a semi-truck, and it became my most favorite vlog, especially the font title where I could make it more Minecraft block-like, and that is what makes the A Demon Within, even though I didn't get to finish the map completely, and I think it's kind of too late for me to go back and look at those things. I need to have someone be able to look at these details and help point them out during my gameplay when I don't notice them right at first either, so that I can make sure I keep track of those. That's why it's difficult for some gamers, especially for me. But but for sure with Bendy Machine, even though I've seen a lot of stuff, there's a lot of new stuff coming into Chapter 1 and a couple other things, so I'm going to be actually taking a look at those. Even though I kind of have the basic stuff, I can still look at other details with the current knowledge I have, and a lot more. It kind of ticks me off that it's more likes than it is views, because that's not possible. After all, my second video on the channel, and when I say that, I'm meaning of the Dimensional series, not meaning the ones I privatized. But for sure, with that little glitch, I don't feel I deserve that many likes, especially because of the view decrease. And what I was saying about my second video was they actually had to cut back because there was a bit of a glitch with the phones or something, so I kind of lost twice the amount of my subs, but it was my first vlog, and I pretty much hated that vlog. It wasn't as good as I thought, but the second one, the unexpected vlog, even though it's one of those long videos, still one of my favorites. I can't wait to start looking at my favorite moments throughout my entire amount of 100 for my new milestone for the channel. And I hope some of you who would like to go through the effort to look and find your favorite moments, because it's kind of difficult to organize and edit. So I'm going to be thinking about doing it in parts where I can put them piece by piece by piece, but I'm going to be doing that after the Bendy Ink Machine setup, because I feel like I'd be rushing myself too much. So I need to have time to plan and think. I'm going to also see if Slinky wants to do his version of those videos, because for my version, it's going to be for when it's the 100th video itself, so that it's enough. And now I think of it, because I'm going to have to put like 3 more videos after this, I can just put 2 more videos and have the third extra before the dedication. So it's on the 100th video of the past 99 videos, which will be one of my favorites. I'm also going to see about doing a milestone playlist for my channel as well. I have a couple other playlists of other videos I like watching and organizing of what I find is good and that. But for sure with this, I think I might actually work on making milestone videos, so I can actually put milestones of how far I've gone. Even though the 20th vlog, because like I had done in the past, I deleted a lot of videos in that. So even though it kind of met up to being, for the 20th vlog, to being what was it? A haircut for the 20th vlog at the milestone, without just coincidentally, kind of like this haircut. We're gonna be seeing about what we can do about more stuff like that. Just for sure, I'm sorry I'm going on too long. It's just difficult for me to think and focus. Hopefully, it's not too bad for editing for me. But for sure, I'm going to be doing what I can, and maybe for golf friends, maybe Slinky might want to join in. But for sure, my 2 friends, I don't really have their icons or anything like that, but Renegade and Shades and Kill Me, or just So Edgy, I like to still call him, because it's like Sketch MC. Even though it doesn't really go by that name, I still like to call him Sketch MC Plays Minecraft. Because, no, Sketch Plays MC is what the name is. But for sure, yeah, 2 friends, we're gonna join up soon enough. But that's when we have something planned. So, if there is something that does come up, we can take a look at it. Who knows? Maybe we could look at something like A Quiet Place if you want to do that, because it was a really good movie. Honestly, I did a review on the page that I support, so maybe I could do it on the channel too. And don't worry, I don't think I'm gonna really do any spoilers or anything, but we'll see. So I hope you all enjoyed this. May the legend live on. Dimensional out. See ya. Bye.